Welcome to another collaboration with Rocco and Rich. I love this collaboration because they're both so talented and passionate about their passions in life. Rocco is entertainment.
Yes.
Rich is aviation. And we're doing a series of great entertainers that sadly lost their lives so young in life when their career was ready to skyrocket.
Right.
So we're going to come at you from two perspectives about their career and the tragic event that they lost their life in. So Rocco, today we're talking about Aaliyah. Talk about where she was in her career when unfortunately she lost her life in a plane crash.
This is probably one of the more sad incidents because she really was just getting started. She was a teen singer. She had done music with R. Kelly, and then she did music with Missy Elliott and Timbaland. She was the performer that practically put the two of the Missy Elliott and Timbaland on the map in the first place. So she was really poised to have a great career. She had a third album that was coming out, and you know, she was getting older and starting to get up. She was never that big beyond urban radio, but she was really poised to go places. She was going to be in the Matrix sequels, and she was in a movie that came out called Queen of the Damned. So she was really poised to do a lot of great things. But unfortunately, what happened was she was filming a music video for one of the singles of the current album, a song called Rock the Boat. She was filming some of the scenes in the Bahamas. And unfortunately, what happened was that they finished the shooting of the video early, and she wanted to get back home to New York, where the boyfriend she was dating at the time was, and it just, to go right from there, Richard will fill you in on the details of what happened.
Thank you, Rocco. Now, this is a very tragic plane crash. It's also one that's used in my school to educate pilots who are just getting their certification. Right here we have a Beechcraft B-58 Baron. Now, this is not the aircraft that was involved, but it's very close to the one that was. It was a twin-engined, propeller-driven aircraft, very heavily loaded. And by heavily loaded, I mean they brought more stuff onto this aircraft than the aircraft was ever designed to handle. Now, the Cessna 404 is a twin-engine aircraft slightly larger than this. Now, what's important to bear in mind is when you overload an airplane, you throw off the physics that are required to give yourself the lift to get airborne. Now, he was taxiing for takeoff, got up, folded the landing gear, and immediately experienced what we refer to as severe inertia in the wings. The wings are no longer generating lift. You have such an imbalance in weight on this aircraft that the plane slammed nose first into the ground, a fireball. Everyone on board was tragically killed. Now, what's important is that this is not the first incident of its kind involving a load. I alluded last week to a similar scenario involving a National Airlines Boeing 747-400. This was being used by the Air Force as a charter. The load shifted during takeoff, slamming the jet into the ground, killing the pilot and the crew on board. It is very important for pilots to know their load limitations on the aircraft that they fly. If they had chartered a jet instead of this Cessna, Aaliyah would still be alive. That is what's so tragic. It is very important that production companies, agencies, advertising, whatever business you are in, if you are watching this video, please listen to what I'm telling you. Make sure you know your load limit for the aircraft, or you could wind up like Aaliyah. It is that serious.
If I may interject for 1 second, is it true though that the incident with this that involved a pilot that had infractions on him, that the charter company sent them a very different jet than the one that flew them into the Bahamas, and that the pilot did not anticipate how many people they were supposed to have on that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. One very important note is that you had the hairstylist who brought a ton of stuff onto this aircraft. And I want to credit my friend Julie for reminding me about this fact. She's a big fan of Aaliyah. Thank you, Jules. This particular plane is used by an airline called Cape Air out of Boston, your area. Cape Air operates a fleet of Cessna 404 and 414 Titans and Chancellors. The airplane's very popular, but the problem is it's not a jet. It is not designed to handle the kind of weight that this production company put onto this aircraft. No one could have imagined that such a load would bring a plane down. but it has happened on numerous occasions. And it's vital that pilots be aware of their load limitations. It's one of the main reasons why Lufthansa, whenever they clear a jet out of their gate for departure, they do a weigh-in of the actual airplane. They weigh the whole airplane. So they know exactly what the jet weighs. It is now an FAA regulation because of the Aaliyah incident. It brought forth such a tailwind, no pun intended, of publicity to this particular scenario and situation that airlines now weigh their aircraft. They weigh every bag that goes on board. They know exactly how much weight is on that plane before the wheels leave the ground and fold. So it is vital that anyone that watches this, please remember what you learn in flight school. Do not overload the airplane, because planes are not like our cars. They will tip over, they will explode. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. All right.